Today we're using Adobe Voice, an app dedicated to creating simple videos on your iPad. This app can be downloaded by clicking on the App Store icon. Once there, do a search for Adobe Voice. You'll then be asked to provide your Apple ID and password. In my case, I already have the app, so I'll go ahead and open it. This is the first page you'll see. You need to create a new story, and we'll do one called Parent Conferences. Now you can thumb through a series of helpful templates, including teach a lesson, share a growth moment, follow a hero's journey, tell what happened. I like to work with make up my own. The black block you see in the middle of your page is your work area. But before you dive in, you need to go to the top to choose your layout, a theme, and music. Once you've picked your layout, you need to pick a theme which will provide the backdrop for your video. And lastly, you'll pick your music. We're going to use the default song called Leapfrog. If you don't want music, tap the trash can next to the song listed at the bottom. Okay, we're ready to add content to our blank slate in the middle of the page. First, we'll add a picture from my iPad's camera roll. Now that the picture of our school is in place, we'll type in a suitable caption. We're going to stop our parent conference video for a moment to just show you the iPad microphone location in case you haven't used it or seen it before. It's at the top right here, and I suggest you hold the iPad vertically, approximately 4 to 5 inches from your mouth. Recording your voice is as simple as holding down the record button that has the microphone in it. Hold it down the entire time that you record and then let up, like this. Parents, conferences are happening November 10th and 11th. You can then review what you just recorded by hitting the button on the left. Parents, conferences are happening November 10th and 11th. If you don't like what you hear, simply hold down the record button again and record a new piece of audio. Keep in mind that Adobe Voice is about your voice. The length of audio you record on each slide will determine the length of the slide. Okay, let's get back to our parent conference slideshow. The first picture we inserted was actually from the camera roll of my iPad, but you can also select from the large library of photos provided by Adobe Voice by doing this. Remember, if you wish to search the library of Adobe Voice, simply go to the Find Photo sentence at the top left of your screen. As you can see, we did what we've done before, and that is to write a caption for the picture and then record an audio segment for the slide. Okay, the next piece we're going to find an icon, which is also in the library of Adobe Voice, and we'll put a reminder icon for parents. And I particularly like this one. I will put it into the slide, and then of course write my caption and do my audio. With that done, let's turn to the last function of content for your workspace, and that's adding text to the large box on the page rather than just as a caption. As you can see, the text automatically reduces in size the longer you type so that it looks appropriate in the large box. We will add one more slide, this time a photo from the library of Adobe Voice. And we're at the end of our slide presentation. As you can see, down below is a display of the slides as they appear. You have the ability to edit those by either deleting the slide, duplicating a slide, or moving a slide back and forth, as you can see. When I got to the end of the slideshow, I was a bit surprised there wasn't a bigger button or point the way sign to show how to share the video, what you do is go in the upper right-hand corner and use the common share symbol. Once you get to the share page, you have the option of sharing on Facebook, by email, copying a link, sharing on Twitter, or share by message, which I'm not set up for. I'm going to copy a link. Before we go any further, let's check out the lower right-hand corner of this page where it says Edit Credits. Click on that, and you'll see credits already in place provided by Adobe Voice, giving credit for the pictures that are used from their library. You can also add your own credits in the box below, which I'm doing here. You may also alter the existing credits provided by Adobe Voice if you're not satisfied with what they say. Once you've completed your credits, you hit Done, you go back to the share page, and if you're ready, hit Upload in the lower right-hand corner. While my video is uploading, I want to tell you about a couple of things. Number one, you cannot save your Adobe Voice video to the camera roll of your iPad. Secondly, you cannot upload your video to YouTube. Aha! My video is done. I can now share it. If you remember, I use the copy link function for sharing. I will now paste that link into the URL of my browser on the iPad, and there's my video. Just note that it's surrounded by advertising for Adobe Voice. Before we wrap up this lesson, let's go over some pluses and minuses of the Adobe Voice app. It's a free app and easy to use. That's a real plus. It also makes brief videos using only still photos and your voice. Minuses: Adobe Voice only works on iPads, and you cannot upload your video to YouTube, nor can you store it on your iPad's camera roll. Adobe is keenly aware of these drawbacks. In fact, they welcome your comments, and I will leave their URL for you in the credits if you wish to make your feelings known. You may also write to me if you have any questions at all or comments about this production. Thanks for watching.